What a cute little fella. Prospector Saloon, huh?
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
So why they call you Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Bro, base. So did you find any gold?
Nah. Means I poked through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I looked for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
So you ever find anything crazy?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Can you tell me how to get to Prim from here?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
So what do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
I'm a bit low on supplies. Is there any work around here that I can do?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Why does your dog look like it's shell-shocked?
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Hey, thanks for digging me up, pal.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you know I was under there?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
So how did you end up here of all places?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. Happy trails!
What a nice fella. Guess I'll go do a bit of prospecting. Did somebody call an exterminator? This must be the safe Sonny was talking about. Let's see if I can't crack her open. Nope. I have no idea how to even use these. Huh. The door was unlocked.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Buddy, do I look like I need ammo?
Hi there.
Listen, Doc wanted me to ask you for help. It wasn't my idea, okay?
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Oh, this is sick. And not in a good way.
That's the right idea. Look, try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty fun. but I'm using this.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Go give them hell.
They won't know what hit them. Oh, wow. That felt good.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Yes, please.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Oh, now this is interesting. I wonder who'll win. And the geckos have taken the win.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it.
So true, sister.
But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Hell no.
Okay, say no more. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
What a tragedy. Wait, what's that guy doing over there?
Hello? Can you help me?
What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Yeah, where is she exactly?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
Yeah, of course, man. I don't fancy being lied to. He had a gun, so obviously an ambush.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
How rude.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
What was his deal?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
The town has a population of like 7 people, and he can't find him.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
And what are you gonna do about it?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the Powder Gangers with him.
Powder Gangers? Terrible name.
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I mean, you can always just... the guy, right?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Fine. So where is this Ringo guy anyway?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
On a different topic, you know anything about the guys who shot me?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Classic. So did they say anything about where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Yeah, I heard about it. So, Goodsprings get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Trudy.
Be careful out there.
Big. So much for sneaking.
See how easy it is to make problems go away?
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Relax. I'm not here to dismember you. Today.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
So, what's your profession besides professional pussy boy?
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
Tell me a little more about that trading caravan you mentioned.
It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things.
Oh, by the way, I killed Joe Cobb like 2 minutes ago.
Thanks, I guess. Cobb wasn't the problem, though. I could have handled him if he ever found me. Cobb's friends are the bigger problem. And when he doesn't get back, they'll be coming here for blood. There's no way I can fight them all.
Why do they have such a hard-on for you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
So what's your plan then?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Listen, if you have incentive, I've got interest, you know what I'm saying?
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
Sure. If you don't pay up, I'll just give you the Joe Cobb treatment.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll see what I can do.
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him. I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for fun.
Hey, Ringo and I need some help to take down the, Powder Ganger. Jesus, what a name.
Say no more. I'm in.
Listen, we may all get brutally mutilated. Like some heinous shit. I mean, not me, but, you know.
That's inspiring. You may want to keep your optimism to yourself if you try to recruit anyone else. Even though Joe Cobb's dead, his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Yo, Chet, we need that leather armor for a fight with some of Joe Cobb's friends.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment you're talking about.
I mean, this probably concerns you as well as a town member, I'd imagine.
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
Whatever you say, bud.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
You should join. There's gonna be bodies and blood everywhere. I guarantee it.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Hey, dog. There's some slime balls we're gonna be fighting. You got any spare supplies?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Howdy.
Hey, Pete, I heard you got some dynamite that we might be able to use against those powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Come on, Pete. Look at this face. Don't you trust me?
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Okay.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
Yeah, she's with us along with most of the town.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let her rip.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
What about Trudy and the others?
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon.
You see how many there were?
At least 6. They look pretty mean.
Had enough?
They killed him. I'm hit. What have you done?
No. Had enough?
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
So you did have incentive, didn't you?
I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money, but I wasn't sure if it was my right to just give it away. I owe you more than that, though, so look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp up in New Vegas if you ever visit.
Wow, they suck. Oh, that looks pretty comfortable. Nice.